Hello guys, no, this is not open by the way. We are in my hot car again. It's not my car, it's my stepmom. I got these cool shades, you don't, haha. Oh, now the sun goes away. Whatever. I have 3 cold popsicles, 1 behind my neck. Oh, I just got that wet everywhere, but it's okay. 1 behind my neck, 2 in my hand. I got a cold rag and 2 fans, 1 on my neck, 2 over there, so that's 3. I can do math. And today we're going to be reading out random stories I found online that I have opinions on. I don't know what they say. I don't know. I might put on my cool shades. I might not. I have so much sweat around my eyes. It's not even funny, guys. I kind of is, though. Oh, by the way, I will be mentioning some words that are, I'll just say them right now, bullets, and, that's about all that I know I will be mentioning from these stories. The first one, in 1985, I was 14 years old. Guys, do that math. How old are they now? Yeah. In 1985, I was 14 years old and at an airport in North Carolina. It's so hot, don't judge. I'll actually do it like this. Hold on. Guys, my fit is eating. Is yours? No. Can I eat my fit? Yeah. Guys, it's a wonderful fit, okay? I'm gonna get judged so hard. I was 14 years old and at the airport in North Carolina. Cool. Walking to where you meet incoming passengers. Were you alone? Was he alone? I'm confused. Or she. I'm not going to assume this. But from the story I've overread it sounds like a guy. Suddenly I saw a tall man in a hat approaching me. I would run. I would be like, no, not today. I'm running away. I don't care who I'm waiting for. It could be my grandma or somebody I haven't seen in millions of years. But no. Obviously, I should have reported him approaching me. Without breaking stride, he held out his hand, closed it with the back side up, and said, hold these. Instinctively, I reached out my hand. Idiot move. He dropped a handful of bullets in my palm and kept walking. Obviously, I should have reported him immediately, but I was so stunned, and maybe I felt complicit that I didn't. Years later, I still wonder what that was all about. Girl, was trying to blame you and hide the evidence. That's all I gotta say. Okay, this one's kind of funny. I read some of these because I was trying to film a video like 5 seconds ago, and it told me I was running out of space and I had to delete some stuff. My hair is... I stripped my hair, by the way. I was driving down the highway at around midnight when suddenly I saw this dude with a whole real-life adult 2-hump camel in the back of his pickup truck. I definitely had to take a double take. In that situation, I would have followed him where he's going and asked to pet his camel. Yeah, I would have. I literally would have paid to touch the camel. We stayed overnight in a supposedly haunted castle in Wales. After hanging the bath towel on the rack on the wall side of the bathtub, I closed the window and went to bed. When we woke up in the morning, my wife complained about hearing about someone in the hall rattling keys in the middle of the night. I teasingly told her it was probably just a ghost with shade. I then noticed that the closed window, which he closed the night before, supposedly, was wide open, and the towel was on the opposite side of the tub from the towel rack. One night stay was enough. Y'all, if that happened, I would have literally checked out my dad so that I can make sure that nobody stole something. Or, hear me out, the husband had something to do with it all along. He was cheating on the wife. He left the window open because his side piece, he either had to go to a side piece or, let her in. And then he did something, and then, bugging my ear. And then he had to move the towel. And then he forgot to put it back, and he forgot to shut the window that night. Boom, case closed. My option better. It was the morning of 1998, and we had just had our expensive in-ground pool put in. Okay, lucky you. I always look out my window and see if it was crystal clear so we could swim later in the day. That morning, I saw an object moving back and forth in the deep end. I couldn't figure out what it was. It was me. So I called my son and went down to investigate. When we went closer to the pool, we saw a huge skunk doing backflips. I don't think a skunk can do backflips, but you do you, Queen. You do you. I was driving by a pond one time, and a man dressed like Jesus was casually standing in the middle of it. Guys, we listen and we don't judge. Let him be him. He was a girl in the village doing alright. And I'm here with Princess overnight. I mean, not. Let's not. Yo, my hair is so messy because, this popsicle in the back of my hair. Yo. It's not even funny. I'm dying. For your entertainment. I'm not dying, guys. It's not that hot. I was sitting at an intersection attempting to make a right turn when I got rear-ended. Luckily, the car behind me was going pretty slow, but my car was still damaged. I couldn't find a place to pull over. Then the guy who hit me pulled up right alongside me and yelled, "It's fine! It's fine!" What was weird, however, was that he was wearing a rainbow top hat that looked like it was from a crappy Halloween costume, plus a weird steampunk-looking pair of goggles. He also had 2 pit bulls in the car with him, which were also wearing goggles. As soon as he was done yelling, he continued to hang behind me so I couldn't see his license plate. Unfortunately, that meant the accident was a hit and run, but it was still one of the oddest experiences in my life. Guys, I would have asked to take a picture with him and then report him to the cops. Or got out and clocked him because, are y'all idiots? Oh, and the person who said it did it. Well, if you say some words around it, says idiot. It's a long one. Okay. When I was in high school, we went to a chess tournament in Virginia. We were staying at a 4-story hotel. I would push my friends out the top story. No, I wouldn't. Story. A hotel. And as we got our bags in the car, a friend pointed to the roof and said, "Look at that, look!" On the roof was a man dressed in black holding a katana and perfectly silhouetted by the moon. We laughed, saying he was probably some bored employee, but then he did some kind of warrior shout, did some fancy swordplay with the knife, or with the katana. I can't read. Katana, then ran and jumped headfirst off the roof. We were all freaking out right before he landed. He tucked and rolled, and if that wasn't weird enough, after a couple of rolls, he seemed to just disappear. We all ran over to where he landed. The glass was pretty tall. There was a line of smashed glass about 10 feet down the hill, but then it stopped, and we couldn't find no footprints to show he had gone away. That night still mystifies me. If there hadn't been 12 of us who saw it, I'd be questioning about my sanity. Y'all, let the man live. Like, y'all are just, hating on him, but y'all don't know the story. I'm gonna see if I can find a hair tie. I'm back. I couldn't find a hair tie. I lost the next thing. Okay. Let's get back on story. I would have honestly pretend I didn't see it just to make my friends think they're crazy because that's the kind of person I am. I like to make my friends think they are going insane. And then, yeah. I was at a farmer's market and there was a man who had a tall and... Guys, that was not what it said at all. Let me reread it. I was at the farmer's market, and there was a man who had a stall that stood as an advertised Jamaican jerk chicken. Well, a woman next to his stall started screaming at him and everyone nearby, "This guy is a fraud, and so is his chicken. He's not Jamaican, he's Nigerian." I would have looked at that lady and called the mental hospital, because I don't care what that chicken is. If it's a chicken, I'm eating it. I'm gonna buy it and be like, "Oh, it's gonna be my pet," and then eat it. One fall sunny morning. Okay, I thought I said one fall summer morning, and I was like, what? One fall sunny morning in the 1990s, of course, I was riding in my brother's truck on the freeway to Salt Lake City. Of course we were. We passed a sports car, and as I looked down at the driver, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He was a young man, maybe in his 30s, alone. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I can't finish this story because it will literally, yeah. But it's crazy. I got 3 popsicles on my forehead. Y'all, if I put them in between my fingers, it will look like I'm Wolverine, but with popsicles. Yep, that's a flex. I'm scared that like my uncle's gonna pull up and then witness me in a car talking to a camera. Okay, anyway. Why are there so many long ones? Back in 2018, okay, recent, my husband and I visited New York City. Since he's a Bronx native, I don't get what that has to do with anything about, well, okay. While there, we often made time to visit friends and other boroughs, okay, I don't know what that means either. While visiting Queens, we witnessed an older, portly gentleman leave his house, casually strolling to his car parked on the street. He was in no hurry at all. That's how they wrote it. I'm gonna put on my sunglasses because they were cool. Oddly, he wore a fedora, glasses, a watch, socks and shoes, and nothing else. It was as if he simply forgotten clothes. Guys, if I was there in that moment, I would have walked around, went home, and never came back to Queens. I was sitting outside a changing room in the department store waiting for my wife as she was trying on clothes. There was an old man sitting across from me, and without breaking eye contact, he lip-synced the entirety of Whitney Houston's Greatest Love of All Time while winking and smiling at me. Y'all, if that was me, and not like when he winked and smiled at me, but if that was me, I would have totally lip-synced along with him. I would have vibed out with him, because what else are you going to do? And that is going to get annoying. What else are you going to do while you are waiting for your wife to try on clothes? What are you going to do? Huh? Exactly. Guys, yeah, I got comfortable because we're going to be here for a couple minutes. And the Whitney Houston part is hilarious because I've never heard any of her songs. Okay. Lastly, I was skateboarding in Lincoln. Oh, how many has this guy? Huh? Lastly, I was skateboarding in Lincoln Park in Chicago on a nice sunny Saturday morning. There were people out and about, a bunch of cyclists, some geese. I love geese. No, I'm terrified of them. If there's a phobia out there for geese, let me know, and that's going to be on my phobia list. I should do a phobia video where I tell y'all my phobias. That's a great video idea. I saved in my phone, that's like I'm going to do it, but I probably won't. Some geese, people walking their dogs, the usual. Suddenly I saw a parakeet just running along the trail. I would be best friends with that parakeet, y'all. Looking like it was almost like it was supposed to be there and had somewhere to be. Like it didn't look as if it had escaped from a cage in some cave bedroom. That kid is probably crying. But more as if it does this every third Saturday of the month or something. That's funny. I picked up the board because I didn't want to scare the bird, but I didn't see any sign of its owner. The parakeet seriously looked as if it just had parenting errands to do. Leave it alone. It's trying to go get groceries for the kids. The wife won't do it because she's on bed rest because she's pregnant with a flock of big kids. And you're interrupting his lovely day. Most of it just had parenting errands to do. As if that wasn't good enough, I saw an older woman walking a huge tortoise a few minutes later. But she and the tortoise didn't appear to be acquainted with this parent. So that mystery remained. Y'all, the parent, she had a wife and kids. The wife was on bed rest because she was pregnant with a new flock. He was going to get some groceries. And y'all just ruined his day because you were trying to let him live his life. Come on. Oh, we got a little... That's cute. I honestly hope that one day I witness a parent... Oh. Y'all, I have sweat forming around my eyes. My mouth. That's not my eyes. Oh no, on my story phone? Okay, I'll find, Okay. I'll do this for the photo. People are revealing the mind-boggling items they own that are surprising to others. And they range from wholesome to bizarre. Okay. 1. I make Barbie houses and cases out of plastic canvas. In the early 2000s, I stumbled on some patterns on eBay. Y'all, let her, so pretty much, she makes Barbie doll houses back in the 2000s, but she hid them from people because they were surprising. Girl, if I saw you have a Barbie doll house that you made, I would want to be best friends with you. Don't hide that. That is cool. Old workplace safety and health. Can't say that word because I don't know it. Safety glasses, respirators, earplugs, air sampling equipment, catalogs, and promotional material. You'd be surprised how many companies gave ashtrays away as safety awards in the 60s and 70s. Okay? So you got an ashtray. Good for you. I have a halberd, a cowberry axe, a dagger, and a push knife. The cowberry axe looks like a small halberd, which is why I got it. So she's hiding that. Girl, why you gotta hide those? Those are probably cool. You could, put them up for decoration. Oh, and what they're saying is, they're hiding all this stuff. Yeah. I have a dozen pieces of furniture and artwork from... Hang on, this is bothering me, and I want to lay my foot down right there. Ew, that looks like pee, but it's literally just it looks like if you bought Red Bull for no reason. Okay. I have a dozen pieces of furniture and artwork from Monticello. Guys, I don't know how to read. I'm just kidding, I do. Don't come after me, please. That belonged to Thomas Jefferson. I've been quietly collecting them for 8 years. Why? Why are you quietly collecting them? That is really cool. Guys, I have a sweat stain. It's hot, and if you can't tell that, because my waterbed I slept on she had her waterbed in her closet. My waterbed! That's literally how it started. I've slept on a waterbed since I was a little kid. All of my immediate family had them. My frame for my bed was actually built by my uncle. It's funny to me that so many people are confused or shocked when I tell them one of my friends was once jokingly asked if I had a water crib or a water pillow as well. Why are you hiding that you have a waterbed? I want a waterbed. Waterbeds are cool. Girl, give me your waterbed if you're gonna hide it. Gimme. Ah, my popsicle. It fell. I don't care. I've always wanted a waterbed actually. I don't know if it's fun, but I feel like since I wear like jeans and like other clothes that have like sharp stuff on them, I feel like I would pop it, and then I get sad because I either be all wet from waking up in the water that came off my waterbed, or not being able to play mermaids in my sleep. I think most people would be surprised to know that I a married registered Republican, educated mom of two. Oh, I can't finish that sentence. No, I need to read these in my head, but I feel like as soon as I read them, I would have, yeah. Okay, good. I have an enormous sports card collection. Mostly baseball cards, but I have some from many other sports, including golf. No, I don't have a Trump card. Okay, well, good for you, I guess. I have no idea what the collection is worth. Y'all, my armpits, they are really sweaty. Ah, there's something in my shirt. Y'all, that was a lot of sweat that it came off my back. I'm probably gonna go to 25 and then end this video. Because I'm hot, dying, and want to go inside. And no, I can't look on my computer. They took my lights away. I'm on my school computer. I'm on my school computer, by the way. I'm on my school computer, by the way. And they took away my YouTube lights because it's summertime. And they don't want to let me have my YouTube lights so they can all jump off a moving train. No, I don't have a Trump card. I have no idea what the collection is worth, but it's always fun to pull out a Boston album and see what I have. I think my Jackie Robinson rookie card is the most valuable and certainly my most beloved. Okay, I don't really know what the big deal is about cards. Don't come to me. I collected, Funko Pops. I have a whole Funko Pop collection at my grandma's house. I have a lot of porcelain doll collection. My real mom's best friend had a porcelain doll collection, and she gave me one and then I broke it. It was sad. I collect lemon print clothing and accessories. Almost my entire pajama. The amount of struggle that took to pronounce pajama is crazy. Let me reread that. I collect a lemon print clothing and accessories. Almost my entire pajama wardrobe is some hue of yellow. No. I love people who have put like lemon print stuff. My best friend has a lemon print bathing suit, and I think it looks really cute on her. Miniatures, but not specific beads or sets of things. I have a lot of random bits of toys like cards, dolls, little glass, plastic ceramic, animals, little terrariums, and more. I have lots of things from bookstores, thrift stores, garage sales. You sound like a hoarder. I mean that in the nicest way possible, but you sound like a hoarder. Garage sales and things that my friends have made me. I've been collecting since I was a kid. Now there are so many mini things out there that it's mind-boggling, but I like my collection. It's pretty, I can't read that one. Electric-y, like hiding things all around the house for those fun. Okay, now that's the part where it got me, because I used to, okay, y'all know mini brands, right? Like the mini foods and stuff. Well, I used to, get those and then, find ones that I could replace real food with. So what I used to do is I used to, I know I had a mustard, mayo, and ketchup. So what I did was I took them and I took them out of the fridge and I replaced them with that, and my family just found them around the house. I'm looking for interesting ones, so I'm gonna pause it and then unpause. Guys, I found one that, when you read the first line, you don't, understand what they're talking about until you read the second line. Wait until you hear what the first line is. Ready? I own a dog trainer, one of those handheld devices that makes a clicking sound. See, whenever someone says, "Oh, I own a dog trainer," I think that they have a guy or a girl in their basement, and they only bring them out when they want to train their dog. Don't look at my sweat stain. I know, I'm sweating. It's hard, man. It's really hard. I only got one view on my last call podcast. You too. We have to talk about this. Okay. Sorry, that was really loud. It's usually accompanied by a treat to train a dog to do Christian stuff. Only one person knows that I own it. Why are you hiding it? Everyone, like, a lot of people own them. I'm mad because it's hot and, like, people are hiding stuff that they don't have a point to hide. People own them. I own one. It doesn't work on my dog, but I still own one because I thought, hey, I'll teach her how to be a good dog and maybe put her in a dog show. Didn't work out, by the way. Only one person knows that I own it. What, your therapist, because you're hiding your dog trainer from people? I don't use it for, Guys, I'm really, I'm apologizing for everything that I've, said in the past story about this, because now they're saying why they hide it. I don't use it. Why didn't they tell me in the beginning so that I'm not making fun of them for hiding a dog trainer if they have dogs? I don't use it for my dogs or cats. I use it for myself. I have MDD, major depression disorder, and antidepressants and other meds haven't helped. So I'm trying to Pavlov myself into happiness. Whenever I'm out of the house, I have the device around my wrist, and I click the trainer whenever something makes me happy in hopes that by the end of the year I will associate the click with happiness. That is really smart. I'm sorry for making fun of you. Guys, if you don't... I have sweat dripping down my face. Don't touch me! Sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. I love you. Love all of you. That's really smart. I will be able to trick my brain into releasing serotonin on days when I'm particularly sad. I have high hopes. That is actually really smart. Ooh, a cat. That cat can go eat catnip and open it. Guys, that was really smart. I'm gonna wipe my sweat off and wipe it on the camera for the outro. Thank you for watching. This one was interesting because I normally can't read out loud and I ate, okay? That's how much I've been sweating, guys.